So you have your order back from Safety Restore, or maybe it's on its way to you, and you're wondering what to expect and what you should do. Let's take a look. This would be a typical package that you would get from our office. And what we're going to start with is carefully opening it. But you can use whatever you have available. Just try not to cut too deep. So we take good care in packaging your items so they don't bounce around too much during shipping and they don't damage inside when they're on the way to you. Toss that out. All right, lots of bubble wrap. Reuse that, recycle, remember, recycle. All right, well, I'll grab this first. This is your module that we take careful consideration in wrapping as well. This is all recyclable, all reusable. All right, that's your module. Your typical SRS module. Set this aside, we'll talk about that in a moment. And in here, we have your repaired seatbelt. All right, oh, looks like we have something here at the bottom. Check out what that is. A couple of business cards. And 2 inserts. Now you want to keep close attention on the inserts because one of them is going to have all the helpful information that we're going to talk about as you go step by step reinstalling your module and your seatbelt. And the other one has everything about us, all the services we provide, the costs, the time that we are open, numbers you can call us at, text us at, and email us. Take a look at that and save it not too far away in case you need to talk to us. This one, as you can see, says please read. And the first and most important note that I want to talk about before we get going is you always disconnect your battery before removing or installing your seatbelts or airbag modules. So what you want to do is go ahead and do that by disconnecting your black negative terminal on your battery and then your red positive terminal on your battery. Leave it disconnected for about 10 minutes, grab yourself some coffee, go ahead, I'll wait, and then come back to this video and we'll talk about the next steps that you should do. So your seatbelt comes safely wrapped, like so, and let's see how we can get started opening this up without cutting our seatbelt. Could use some scissors, but I'll go ahead and try to manage it with my hands. And we'll use our trusty X-Acto knife here. There we go. All for the benefit from your belt hopping around inside the package there. And your whole assembly, prevent it from further damaging after it's been already repaired. All right, so I'm going to take great care in on opening it. But let's go like this. Be careful not to cut your webbing, or else you'll need a webbing replacement from us. And you'll have to spend more money and time. Okay, so you got your pre-tensioner. And here is your whole seatbelt assembly. And be careful with the zip tie. This is here to keep it from retracting too much. Now you might look and say, well, hey, how come my seatbelt doesn't come out? Didn't you fix it? It's okay. Even though it doesn't come out like this, it will come out when it's in an upright and correct position. Now you can test this before mounting in your car, but the best possible thing you could do is mount it in your car on the mounting points, and it will safely release and retract. So this zip tie is here for that purpose, so it doesn't retract too far, and then you won't be able to get it out, and it'll be a little tricky, and you'll have to call us. So we're just trying to help you out in advance. But if you want to test it out before you get in your car, if you put it flat against any desk, properly installed, or a wall, or a door jamb, you'll see that's the same result. Going faster, yanking on it is not going to help. Some cars have a specific angle that will only retract at that angle, especially if it's a rear-mounted seatbelt. Some vehicles just have a slight angle to their seatbelt mechanism, and that will also. But in most cars, it's a perfectly flat 90-degree angle. So keep that in mind. Safely mount it, and then retract. Release. It'll release. Then, when you have it safely installed, okay, use my trusty tool here, hold it in place, and grab some snips or scissors, and carefully, without cutting your webbing, snip it off. And there you have it. Cool. All right, let's get this back in our car. And now let's get to the module. So the module has 2 or 3, sometimes 4 mounting points that are held down by fasteners or the bolts that were provided by your manufacturer. You want to make sure that you mount this into your car and you securely fasten all the mounting points, because that will provide a proper ground to the vehicle and for the SRS module. Then you want to plug it in snug and fit. You don't want to have any play, and you don't want to be able to loosely pull that plug out without any effort. So you want to have it nice and snug, no play, before you do anything else. All right, now that that's done, you can go ahead and reconnect your battery. And now that we went over all that, don't forget this insert that will help you follow along every single step. It's easy to read, easy to follow when you're installing your seatbelt and your airbag module, and even some troubleshooting in case you have any DTC codes come up after installing your module and your seatbelt. You can find even more helpful videos like this on our YouTube channel, and you're welcome to text, email, or call us. Thank you for choosing Safety Restore. Have a safe day.